Good morning, Algebra students. It is Friday, April 24th. Today we're going to move on with factoring by grouping. And you can see that instead of three factors or three terms, we have four. So we're moving beyond that trinomial. And so a lot of times students like this better. This is factoring by grouping, and we've kind of already done that where we had to take that trinomial, find those two middle terms, and then regroup it. This is basically the same thing, except they've already gotten the middle terms for us. So all we're going to have to do is group them, pull out the GCF, and then regroup it. So if you look, I'm going to group, and usually you're grouped by how many variables. The more variables they have in common, that's how you're going to group it. That's usually the way it is. You know, I don't like to ever say that's always the way it is, but if you notice, these share the most variables in common. So 3 and 12, I can pull out a 3. N cubed and n squared, I can pull out an n squared. So 3n squared times n is going to give me 3n cubed. And then 3n times negative 4 is going to give me that negative 12, or 3n squared times negative 4 is going to give me that negative 12n squared. Then for 2n and negative 8, I can pull out a 2. 2 times n is going to give me 2n. 2 times negative 4 is going to give me that negative 8. And notice once again, like whenever we were doing that trinomial, you have that common binomial in your parentheses. And then I'm just going to regroup. 3n squared plus 2 times n minus 4. So the quantity 3n squared plus 2 times the quantity n minus 4. 3n squared times n gives you 3n cubed. 3n squared times negative 4 gives you negative 12n squared. 2 times n gives you 2n. And 2 times negative 4 gives you negative 8. So because you don't have to find that middle term, students tend to find this one easier. 8t cubed plus 14t squared plus 20t plus 3. I'm going to go ahead and group. And I have 8t cubed and 14t squared. That's going to have a 2 in common. And then that 2t. Well, 2 times 4 gives me 8. 2t to the second times t gives me t to the third. 2 times 7 gives me 14. And I already have a t squared, so I don't need to multiply anything else there. 20 and 35 have a 5 in common, so plus 5. 5 times 4 would give me 20 and a t. 5 times 7 would give me 35. And notice I have that common binomial in my parenthesis. And then I'm going to regroup. 2t squared plus 5, that binomial, times the quantity 4t plus 7. And that's my factored form. 2t squared times 4t would give me 8t to the cube. 4t squared times 7 would give me 14t squared. 5 times 4t would give me 20t, and 5 times 7 would give me 35. For the last one that we're going to do today, I'm going to group them. 20 and 8 share a 4. R cubed and R squared share an R squared. 4 times 5 would give me that 20. R squared times R would give me R cubed. And then 4 times 2 would give me 8. I already have R squared, so I don't need anything else. 15R plus 6, they share a 3, so I'm going to put plus 3. 3 times 5 would give you 15, and I need an R. And then 3 times 2 would give you 6. And notice, once again, I have that same binomial in my parentheses. 4R squared plus 3, the quantity right there, times the quantity 5R plus 2. Okay? And to check it, 4R squared times 5R would give me 20R cubed. 4R squared times 2 would give me 8R squared. 3 times 5R, sorry, would give me 15R. 3 times 2 would give me 6. And that is factoring by grouping. And we're going to do some more of this tomorrow with a little other things thrown in. One thing or two things I want to tell you. Number one, I'm still available to you anytime you need me. You can reach out to me by email, have your parents message me on Facebook, whatever you need to do. However, we're starting something new. On Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, teachers at Lewis are going to have office hours, and those are times specifically set aside where we can answer email, do videos, make phone calls, whatever it is that we need to be doing. Some teachers are going to be working from 9 to 11. I chose to work from 1 to 3. So those are specific times that you can reach out to me through whatever means. However, you know that I'm always available to you. So just contact me at any time that you want to get in contact with me. Secondly, on Tuesday of this week, of next week rather, they're going to be doing packets again. You do not need to get a new packet next week for 8th grade math. There won't be one. We gave you plenty enough work to keep you busy in the last packet, so there's not going to be another packet available or a different packet available. If you didn't get one last week, there's still some available, but you will not need a new packet. However, they also will have a drop-off for library books. So if you need to drop off your library book, you brought one home, you can do that. So y'all have a blessed weekend, a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to y'all again on Monday. I love and miss y'all. Bye.